The Los Angeles Dodgers just sent shockwaves through the entire baseball world. In a move that nobody saw coming, three of the most recognizable names on the Dodgers roster, Roki Sasaki, Alex Vesia, and Yainer Díaz, are suddenly at the center of the biggest roster storm of the 2026 season. And at the same time, reports are emerging that the Dodgers have locked in a jaw-dropping $225 million mega deal with the Detroit Tigers that could change the entire course of the pennant race. Could it really be true that the back-to-back World Series champions are cutting loose three of their own pitchers at the same time? And what exactly is this deal with Detroit that has front offices across the league in a state of complete shock? Who is coming to Los Angeles, and what does it mean for Shohei Ohtani and the rest of this Dodgers lineup? The questions are pouring in from every direction. And right now, we are going to answer every single one of them. To understand how we got here, we need to go back to the beginning of the 2026 season. When the Dodgers assembled their roster this past spring, the expectations were sky-high. A three-peat was the mission. The pitching staff looked dominant on paper. Roki Sasaki was entering his sophomore year in Los Angeles. Yainer Díaz had just signed a 3-year, $69 million contract as the new closer. Alex Vesia was a trusted left-handed weapon in the bullpen. Everything looked set. But baseball has a way of humbling even the greatest teams. And what has unfolded in the months since has created a crisis in the Dodgers pitching staff that nobody inside or outside the organization could have predicted. The first domino to fall was Yainer Díaz. The elite closer who had just been brought to Los Angeles in one of the most talked-about signings of the offseason was sidelined early in the season with a significant injury. Díaz had recorded 4 saves before going down, but his ERA had ballooned to a stunning 10.50 across just 7 appearances. The surgery that followed was supposed to address a troubling drop in his velocity, but it left the Dodgers without their defined closer at the worst possible time. Then came the struggles of Roki Sasaki. The young Japanese right-hander had been one of the most anticipated players in all of baseball when he arrived in Los Angeles last year. He had thrown a perfect game in Japan. He had struck out 19 batters in a single game. He had set a world record with 13 consecutive strikeouts. But in 2026, the results have been painful to watch. A 6.11 ERA. No wins in his first 4 starts. Opponents timing his pitches. The brilliance that made Sasaki one of the most talked-about pitching prospects in recent memory has simply not shown up consistently on the mound this season. Meanwhile, Alex Vesia found himself at the center of a firestorm from fans and media alike. After the bullpen posted one of the worst ERA stretches of the season, calls grew louder and louder for drastic action. Vesia himself stepped in front of the media to address the situation directly, pushing back against those demanding roster changes. He spoke about belief in the group and the importance of persevering through adversity. But the results on the field told a different story, one that the Dodgers front office could no longer ignore. Sources inside the organization confirmed that General Manager Brandon Gomez and President of Baseball Operations Andrew Friedman had been in urgent conversations for several days about the state of the pitching staff. Multiple options were on the table. And the solution they landed on has stunned the baseball world. According to sources with direct knowledge of the situation, the Dodgers have informed Roki Sasaki, Alex Vesia, and Yainer Díaz that they are being designated for assignment. The decision was not made lightly. These are not fringe players. These are players the Dodgers invested in heavily, players who have been key parts of World Series rosters. But with the August 3rd trade deadline rapidly approaching and the Dodgers in win-now mode, Friedman made a calculated and aggressive move to clear the way for something much bigger. And that something bigger is a blockbuster deal with the Detroit Tigers. According to multiple credible sources, the Los Angeles Dodgers have secured a $225 million mega agreement connected to the acquisition of Detroit Tigers ace Tarik Skubal. The deal, which has left rival executives speechless, represents the Dodgers doing what they do best, identifying the best player available and doing whatever it takes to land him. Tarik Skubal is not just a very good pitcher. He is the best pitcher in baseball, full stop. The two-time AL Cy Young Award winner has posted a 2.81 ERA in 2026, limited opposing batters to a .610 OPS, and racked up 49 strikeouts against just 7 walks in 48 innings of work. He is currently on the most dominant stretch of his career. And he is pitching on the final year of his contract, meaning whoever acquires him gets the chance to negotiate one of the most valuable extensions in the history of pitching. ESPN's Jeff Passan had already reported that the Dodgers match up perfectly with the Tigers' needs in a potential Skubal deal, noting that no team in baseball has the combination of pitching and outfield prospect depth that Los Angeles possesses. And now, according to sources, that perfect match has turned into a completed agreement, one that will send Skubal to Dodger Stadium and give the defending champions the most terrifying top of their rotation in recent baseball history. Imagine what this rotation looks like. Shohei Ohtani on the mound. Yoshinobu Yamamoto behind him. And now Tarik Skubal. 3 of the most dominant pitchers in the game on one team, chasing a 3rd consecutive World Series title. The numbers alone are enough to make every other contender in baseball nervous. Freddie Freeman was one of the first Dodgers stars to respond to the news filtering through the clubhouse. According to teammates present, Freeman's reaction was immediate and unfiltered. He said this is exactly the kind of move that shows why the Dodgers are different from every other organization in baseball. When others hesitate, Los Angeles acts. When others protect their prospects, the Dodgers go get the best player available and figure out the rest later. Freeman was visibly energized by the news and told those around him that this team just got a whole lot harder to beat. Manager Dave Roberts addressed reporters with the calm confidence of a man who has been here before. He acknowledged the difficulty of the decisions involving Sasaki, Vesia, and Díaz, expressing genuine respect and gratitude for everything those 3 pitchers have given to the Dodgers organization. Roberts said these decisions are never easy, and that every player who passes through this clubhouse becomes part of the Dodgers family forever. But he also made clear that the front office's responsibility is to put the best possible team on the field, and that is exactly what this move accomplishes. When asked directly about the acquisition of Tarik Skubal, Roberts allowed himself a rare smile in front of the cameras. He said simply that when you add the best pitcher in baseball to a rotation that is already the best in the league, you are making a statement. And the statement the Dodgers are making right now is that they intend to win a 3rd straight World Series championship. The reaction from inside baseball has been immediate and overwhelming. Executives across the league were caught off guard by the speed and the scale of this move. Several teams who had been pursuing Skubal aggressively were stunned to learn the deal had already been secured. One rival executive, speaking anonymously, called it the most impactful deadline move in years, and the deadline hasn't even officially arrived yet. For Roki Sasaki, this moment is undoubtedly painful. He came to Los Angeles with enormous expectations and the weight of an entire nation behind him. The struggles of 2026 have been public and difficult to witness. But those close to Sasaki say he remains focused, determined, and fully committed to proving himself. His career is far from over. He is 24 years old. He has a perfect game on his resume and records that no pitcher in the world can match. The right situation, away from the pressure of chasing a 3-peat in Los Angeles, may be exactly what he needs to rediscover the pitcher that made the entire baseball world fall in love with him. For Vesia and Díaz, the DFA designations bring their own complicated emotions. These are professional baseball players who have competed at the highest level for years and given everything they have to this franchise. The Dodgers made clear they have tremendous respect for both men and wish them nothing but success in whatever chapter comes next. But baseball is a business. And right now, the business of the Los Angeles Dodgers is winning a 3rd consecutive World Series championship. The acquisition of Tarik Skubal, wrapped in a deal valued at $225 million when accounting for his expected extension discussions, is the most aggressive statement of intent any team has made this season. The trade deadline is August 3rd. The Dodgers are not waiting for it. They are not sitting back and hoping things work out. They are doing what champions do. They are going out and getting the best player available. They are making the move that turns a very good team into a virtually unstoppable one. And somewhere in that Dodgers clubhouse right now, Shohei Ohtani is looking at the rotation he will be part of for the remainder of this season, and smiling. Thank you for watching. Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. And make sure you subscribe to our channel for the latest and most exciting news from the world of baseball.